on here. My goodness, like there isn't enough heartache going on in our family court system. Right now it is under-resourced, it is understaffed. And if you think the heartache and the suicides that are going on out there right now is bad enough, if you've got half a conscience over that side, wait till you see what's coming, because it is a train wreck in action. What is wrong with you people? You are playing with people's lives. And by the time they get to those family courts, they are vulnerable. Their mums and dads are vulnerable, and the poor kids, my goodness, it's gone from a lawyer's picnic to a lawyer's banquet, and they're going, you beauty, bring in the money, bring her in, baby. That's exactly what's going on here. To get a fair hearing on whether they can get custody of their children. But instead they're running around the zoo waiting for the burger. For families in the court system, it can mean months or years of waiting to be able to move on from a nasty marriage breakup, which has already caused havoc on the family unit itself, let alone the destruction it's doing to our Australian kids, our future. It means that a 5-year-old could end up waiting for a third of their life before the courts finally figure out whether they're going to stay with mum or dad. And you wonder why our kids are having psychological bloody issues out there. People who are copying it the most are the families who can least afford it. And that's getting further and further away from them, and that's got to bring destruction. It's going to end up in absolute disaster. It is going to end up in misery. And it's going to take people's lives. And it's going to cost the economy a lot more. You spend, and then it doesn't cost you more. Fix it in the first place and fix it properly, because you'll save in the long run. Were you taught that growing up, attorney? Was it all just out of a textbook for you? Get some life experience, because you need it. It's got to bring destruction to the nation. So the people losing out here are the good old Aussie family. Those ones are already doing it tough, more than likely. The ones that don't have the money to fight these cases in courts. The families that don't have the money to pay for lawyers' banquets. Our courts don't look like courts on a TV or in movies. The truth is that process is messy and it is slow and it is incredibly expensive and is becoming out of reach to many normal Australians out there. That's where our justice system is going. And that is so unfair. Here's a great divide between the rich and the poor. And even the system finds the right answers eventually. It can take a lot of pain before you get there. We're sending Australian families into a zoo and expecting them to get a fair hearing. Oh, I don't know what planet you're sitting on, Attorney General, but come back to Earth, because it's causing great harm to many Australians out there. Our court system, the whole lot of it, is in dire straits. And now you're going to throw this family court system in with the rest of it. Seriously? Seriously, mate? That's not how you give broken families justice. All you're doing is bring them more hurt and more misery. And I didn't sign up to be a politician to do that. Obviously the attorney did, though. We're talking about some of the worst moments of these people's lives and their kids, and they deserve a lot better than that. It's so un-Australian. But talking the talk ain't walking the walk, is it? People who are copying it the most are the families who can least afford it. And that's getting further and further away from them, and that's got to bring destruction.